Yeah, we were talking about possibly doing something with pivot table. So, I mean, I just was trying to see if I can understand the difference, because some places they just say that pivot table and group by do more or less the same thing but in a different way, and so I wasn't very sure.
Okay. Yeah, I think the thing is quite different. Group by allows you to group a certain number of rows according to categorical values. For example, if you have any column with categorical data, that means a limited set of data, it could be anything, string, even numbers, it will arrange them according to groups. That's what the group by does. With the group by, you can now specify an aggregate function to combine each set of groups into one row. Basically, that's all it does. The pivot table, on the other hand, allows you to specify a table, that is, you take the table, you specify another index, okay, and you specify another column as the entire column set. So, for example, what that means is, if there's one column in your data frame that has categorical values, you can set this to be a column. What that means is now all those categorical values will appear along the columns. And then you can specify a data, so which means now those data that appear according to those columns will be arranged according to the columns and the indices. That's all it does. And if there is an overlap, you can specify an aggregate function. By default, it's a mean, but you can specify a sum, you can specify anything. That's what.
Yeah, because that's what. Anyway, we will see some examples.
Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess we can start. Yeah, I think we can start now. Yeah. I will stop my video after starting it again because let's save on bandwidth.
Yeah. So this is our this thing is here. I just wanted to start a little bit of basic this thing. I was just trying to redo the pivot table example in the main PyData page. Just a second. I will just you'll probably see better now.
Yeah, this is a good example.
So, sorry?
No, this is a good example. So basically, in this, you see D and E have quantitative data, or well, this is still a small sample, but since they are numbers, you can assume that you could have several numbers. So therefore, it's some kind of quantitative data.
Yeah.
On the other hand, columns A, B, and C have categorical data. Right?
Yes.
So now, if you look at the example below, you see that they have taken pivot table, pivot table. They specify the database, the value. So this is the actual value that you want spread out. This value is usually quantitative data, right? Now the index they have specified as A and B, it can be anything. Here they have specified a multi-layer index, but you don't have to. You can specify just one, it can be just A, right?
Okay.
And the columns is specified as C. So it has laid out, you see, all the unique values of the columns as columns and all the unique value of the indices as rows. And it is spreading out everything according to them.
Okay. I think because, do you think that the sum has to be given because the index contains more than one, I guess?
Here, if you look, if you just scroll up a little, you will see that there is an overlap. If you just scroll up, like for example, if you see bar 1, bar and 1, so basically A column has bar, B column has 1, you will see column 5, row 5 and row 6 have both bar 1. So therefore, in such cases, to differentiate, you will need to specify an aggregate function if you have reason to believe that you have such kind of overlap.
But here there is no overlap, right?
No, there is. If you look at number 5 and number 6, right? If you look at row 5 and row 6, that is bar 1. So it is an overlap in terms of the index.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, makes sense. Yes. Okay.
So in that case, you could technically speaking, here indices are not also unique. So you can have multiple indices of the same value, and you can have any column of the same value. So therefore, it is always possible that you could have some kind of, what do you call it, overlap.
Okay. Okay. So in this case, I'm just going to, let's just try this example. I would say instead of let's say, do you think we can do anything with the? I think we will have to give the aggregate, right? There's no way.
No, that's by default. It's mean. If you look up, you'll see aggregate function by default is np.mean.
np.mean. Let me just see. Okay, mean. Okay, yeah, it's mean. Yes.
But just give me 1 minute. We have somebody else. Hello, can you hear us? Also, we lost the person we had before who appeared on camera and disappeared. I don't know if he had problems connecting.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello again. Well, I guess.
Sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess we continue.
Let's see. Yeah.
Okay. So so this is it.
Yeah. So this one, let's see what is the table. Oops. Oh, okay. I've not run it. Okay. Now it is like this. So I will just, if I don't do anything.
You can, what you can do? You can remove B from the index and just check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. But it has to be there somewhere then.
Which has to be?
Okay, so the B is removed, so you just have this.
Yeah, that's it. You can, basically you can do it with anything. You can actually even remove the index. What if you remove the index? You'll see it just takes all the rows, right? Remove. If you remove the index completely from this function, so there's no index. The entire argument is gone. You'll see it returns back everything, all the rows.
No.
Oh.
I think because of the columns, you have to give all the columns here.
Okay, columns are fine. Yeah, columns you have to. No, you don't have to actually. I'm surprised. Yes, of course. You have to specify an index. So here, specify. What if you specify index is equal to df.index?
Okay.
And column can be just one. Can be just one, maybe.
Okay, let's see. Just see.
Yeah, exactly. So now it gives back everything. And where there is nothing, it gives back a none.
Okay. It gives back... okay. So, but it is trying to add, is it? Because it's trying to add what? Because for 0, for instance, C is small and C is large. It has two different, because there is no C's. 0 is not, that's fine. This is NaN.
No. So look at what's happening. C for index, that is C. C is not 0, right? Index.
Okay, I see. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So maybe if I just add B and A, it will be everything.
Yes, then yes.
Yeah. I mean, of course, okay, you cannot do a sum. I'll probably have to remove this, perhaps. No, nothing.
No, I mean, there is here, even if you don't do that, it'll be the same. It's just that for that particular value, it's not finding anything, so it's NaN.
No, but no, it's mostly, okay, yeah, I see. No, because, for instance, here you say 0, and then for 1, there's 1 and there's 0, but yeah, I mean,
you see, right? 1, see, if you go up again, just scroll up a little. So let's say 1 large and 1 bar and large. Is that exists? 1 bar large at number 5. That should be there. If you come down, scroll down, at number 5 it is there, but at all other values it isn't there. and which is why you have a
Yeah.
NaN everywhere else.
Yeah. Okay. So 5. Oh, okay. So it's just going to be this way. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it is going to sum up values. So this values, what does it do then?
Values is the quantitative which it arranges according to everything else. So if you look, these values are actually within the data frame, within this new data frame. If you look, those are the actual quantities. You know what? So what is happening? See, it's like this. If you have several categorical data, you have, let's say, a few quantitative data, you want to see how your quantitative data spreads out with respect to some categorical data, right? So like, for example, in this case, you have one A, B and C are categorical data. You have D, which is quantitative data. Now, in this case, your values are just listed one after the other, right?
Yeah.
But what if you want to see how D varies with respect to changes in A, B and C? Then a pivot table helps.
Okay. So we can then give more entries to the values?
You can, yes, I think so. But then you will get like, I think, just check, I think you will get like a multi-split thing. You will get, this is what you get. So like you will get several.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking that if I take both, it will do these values will be an average of what is there.
No, it arranges each value according to the categorical data. It will not do within each. I mean, you'll have to do it yourself physically.
Yeah, I see. Because, for instance, here, I thought when it said 1.0, it was doing some calculation, but no, it's not doing any calculation.
Yeah, it's just because of a NaN. Value. Yeah, it's just NaN. Because of NaN, it has to convert it to floating.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So, right, I understand now. So, we'll now have to use this to integrate the two.
So this is what I was thinking. So what we do, if you look at that last day column, right, we've removed the D underscore. If you put it back, right, and if you use the pivot table to pivot with, if you pivot with respect with pivot the value of, what is it called, the sell price. If you just scroll up to that again, I'm not sure where was it, or down,
sell price.
Sell price. Was it here? No, the one above, I think. There's something. No, there was something.
Sales.
No, which was the one you just showed me now? With D. With that day column.
Yeah, this one.
Is that it?
This is calendar.
No, there was one which you merged. You merged.
Check.
I think you just merged something.
We have this, which is the sales data and the calendar integrated. No, I'm sorry.
No, this is as it is.
This is sales data.
Yeah, as is.
Yeah, this one is sell price. Yeah, this one. So you have sell prices and calendar integrated.
Right.
But
the one below. Yeah. Keep going. Come down below. Scroll down. This is the one. Yes. So you see, if we arrange all the sell prices, right? The sell prices as data, and you put the day as column, then in that case, with respect to our index being this item ID, what we can do, we will get a completely spread out graph that looks very much like what we have for the other one. That is, there we had quantity sold. Now we will have data sold.
So this one is quantity sold, we will have data sold. That's what you mean.
Exactly.
Okay, so we will just, you want to rename this.
Because then we get it as a tool. We get adding. Exactly. You just do an apply function.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
And this is also one reason why you do not try to change these columns unless there is really a need to.
this will do, you think?
Return D plus strx. Here you will, I think, just check. You might have to, you will have to, I think, see what will happen is I think you have to return you're taking the entire data frame and giving it back. So you have to say x of D because.
No. I see. Okay. So you mean to say I thought okay, it'll be an apply on the entire data frame.
Yeah.
It'll not be per element.
You see, it's like this. We want the same data frame back, but with a D underscore for the last column, right? That's it.
Yeah.
And then we will apply our thing. So basically, we do not want to just apply it on that column. We want to apply it on the entire data frame. And only we want that okay, I see what you mean. So you can take that one column and replace it. Yeah, okay, then that's also fine. Then we don't have to do this. I think that's what you're saying, right? We just take one column and replace the column.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's also fine.
So I'm just saying, for instance, I go, okay, this has not yet been written into anything, I think. So let me just, I think I'll have to write this into something. Sell prices and join, okay.
Just see if there's an in place or something at the end. Is there an in place is equal to 2 that we can do?
No, let me just see what is there in this. I think we tried it and it was not there. No, it doesn't have. And we tried, I think, let me just check. There was no in place. So,
okay. So then there's okay.
So we'll have to just put it into something else.
Yeah, will do.
Okay. Let me just start. Okay. So we'll put it all from here. This is sorry, because this is from today, so it's a bit easier to separate it. I want to say sell prices California DF. What is the difference? This.
Actually, you can give it the same name because yeah, that's what I'm thinking because you're running out of names.
Yeah. No, because I think I gave the name because of that.
Okay.
Because this is sell prices and I gave the name because it is going to be joined. So this is fine. I'm going to do this. Okay, it will take some time, I guess. Yeah, it does. And check. Yeah, it has that. I'm just going to apply.
By the way, Harish is here. Hello. How we just lost him?
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, just I hope. I don't know where he is. Anyway, he might come back. Maybe just internet problems.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. So
apply.
Again, now you have to apply it on a
this
column.
This will be for only one.
Yeah. No, in parentheses here. And you have to give it a name so that you replace it back.
I'm sorry?
Because you have to extract a column, so you have to take this as you have to assign it to a column and replace it back.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, Harish.
Hi sir. My network is very poor, sir.
Where are you?
Connection.
No, but where are you?
Yeah, I am in Warangal only.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So on 16th I have a flight.
Okay. That's what I wanted to ask. Okay, great. Anyway, thanks for joining.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Anyway, no problem. We were just wondering about you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what we have is now I have to just apply, right? Do you have to do a?
No, you don't have to do access because you're doing it. Only thing is you probably will have to give it a variable, or you'll have to assign it back to D. Okay, you want to see for that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, this is fine.
So you can just assign it back to the column actually.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. So now we have this. Oops. What is? Okay, sorry. Okay, we have this D. Just wait.
Okay, so now shall we try to do the other one? So if we do sell prices setting dot pivot table.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have to do PD dot pivot table, right?
Is it PD dot pivot table or is it sell? Oh yeah, probably PD dot pivot table. That's true.
Yeah, and then I think it is equal to DF or something.
First will be DF, so will be just
DF, yeah. DF, and then values we should give as
sell price.
Sell prices.
Yes, sell price. And then we need the index because we need the rows. So item ID.
So index will be, wait, just a minute, let me see what is there. So we want to make it look like this.
Yep.
So the index is just what?
It's like this. Once you have the index, we can reset the index and make it 0, 1, 2, 3, or we can do whatever we want. What is important is that we capture the row information of this thing. Basically, we want a data frame with the number of rows equal to the items and the number of columns equal to the days, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay, so it will be index is equal to item ID. We can just give.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what
columns.
is the third one? This is columns. So columns will be what? It will be the day. Right?
Yeah.
And then do we do a mean or something?
For now, we can leave it as it is. Just see what it comes.
Yeah, we should be able to leave
because it is anyway.
I'll just try without doing it.
Yeah.
I'll just try without doing anything and without assigning and see what is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not DF.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. It's taking its time. Yeah, it's quite a big one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now it's 3049 by 1941.
Can you check the other one?
Yeah, I will just check. What is the name? Okay, sales DFCA1. Just check.
Beautiful.
1944. But that's because of these three.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, columns are okay. What's important, we have exactly the same number of rows. So we have the same items.
Yeah.
And we have pretty much the same days. So we have nice, good mapped out thing. Now what we have to do, we have to clean it a little because there are all those nans. So anywhere where there's a nan, we just drop it because it just means we don't have the price for that week. Maybe it wasn't sold. Maybe it wasn't on sale at all. Something like that.
Yeah. But if it is nan, we can then replace it with a 0, right?
Yeah, we can replace it with a 0. Yeah. Only thing I'm just thinking, just 1 minute. Are the D2, D3, are they missing or is it just because it is arranged it like this? I think it is arranged.
Arranged this way because the number of columns is correct.
Oh.
So we'll probably have to do some sorting of the columns.
Yeah, good idea.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I think we can. Just check. There is a columns. Yeah, go ahead and see. There is set columns, I think.
Yeah, well, the challenge now is the columns sort rows or columns in column names, right?
Yeah. No, actually, what you have to do, you have to set columns. So you have to Google anyway. For now, that's okay. You can do set columns. Pandas set columns.
So just a second. There is a sort. It's taking its time. this is not right.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Try to Google set pandas set column index, set columns. Because then what happens, it will basically ask you which of these you want.
Oh, sorry, just a second. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see it? Yeah, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
No, I mean, just go to Google and just do pandas set columns. Mm-hmm. You can set the indices and set the columns according to anything.
Oh, sorry. Pandas set columns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Change column.
Saying renaming. Okay, sorry. There's a renaming method. Column attribute. Set axis. No, these don't necessarily is what we want.
There is I'm thinking.
So there was something like okay. But would it matter for us?
It doesn't actually, because when you multiply the column names, if the column names are the same, it doesn't really matter. I think it's just for our own visibility. It would be nice to know how to do this actually. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
you can go ahead and try. So arrange pandas columns according to alphabetical this thing maybe.
Yeah, that's what I would. But this is alphanumeric, so that's going to be tough. Pandas columns in alphanumeric sort. Okay, so somebody has asked the question.
Mm-hmm. Sort. I did sort. If you want, nice. Notice that this ID is changed. For a data frame known as sort values, df.sort is a numerical. 0 is either numerical index or of your column, or you can pass the column name example ID. Okay, you can pass the column name. So then you just don't put in place is equal to true in the beginning. Yeah. So then if you say df dot
without in place we will do that anyway. Yeah. So because I've not yet even done this. I mean, I will just do that. Push it into a.
Actually, you know what? I think we may have been. You know what we did mistake. I think may have what I'm thinking. Supposing we didn't do the d underscore, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Then maybe it would have actually given us what we wanted. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after that, after that we can actually write a function that will just replace the columns and put a d into it.
Can you do that?
Yeah. See, for example, if you look at rename essentially means you have to pass it a dictionary. So what it means is that this is the old column name, this will be the new column name. So all you have to do is you just have to create a dictionary using a Python loop which says that 1 will become D1 all the way up to 1941.
Okay.
So that is one rough way to do this. So we just undo what we did before and we do it again. So we go back.
We'll just this I can do. I'll go back here.
Yeah, exactly.
To sell prices and. Okay, let me do it all over in below. It's more easier, clean.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say Okay, this I will do. So I will have this file, and then I will not do this DA. Now I will do this.
Can you check the DF, the data frame first?
Oops, it's stuck somewhere. What happened?
No, I
Columns
think it
overlap.
has changed. I think it has
Maybe
changed.
because I have. Yeah. Okay, I think I have to, because this one. Sorry, I have to do the one before this.
Yeah.
Because I did a copy of it, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Yeah, this one. So I have to do a few things here. So let me see.
Oh, nice. You want to just write another apply function, repeat. You can do that. That will be
Yeah,
easy.
but anyway, now I have done. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Oh, there is one more. Okay. This is fine. So I will do this. And then I will just check. This is what we did. Oh, yeah. Okay, this should be fine now. Okay, so yeah, this is done, and we'll just check. So we have the days like this.
Right.
See, there is also a possibility that, it starts at 897, and that's why it was completely confused. But that's fine. We'll just check. We'll just now check
Oh no, the
whether
reason.
this one works with.
See, it's like what it has done. It has arranged it. See, because D1 and D10 will come before D2. So
yes,
it has arranged it. It just didn't know what you wanted. Now all you do is if you arrange it according to integer, it will automatically sort it out.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I will have to put this into another pivot table.
No, wait, let's see the value. It will come. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, it's only up to 1, 9. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay, it's not going. That's fine. I'm not able to see it. That's fine.
I see.
There are 2 more columns that I don't see. That's all.
Okay. No.
It's not
yes,
moving.
of course.
It's just. I will just see. It should be visible, but it's just I'm not able to see here.
Okay, that's not a problem then.
Yeah, now you see.
Okay,
now you
no
see.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's just a display issue, but it's fine.
So you can assign it. Yeah,
this
you
is
can
perfect.
assign it to a data frame so that you get it.
Okay, so yeah, I will just assign it to a pivot. Sales cal CA1. Okay, so and then we'll now have to rename the columns, is it?
Yeah. So
we'll
for
have
that,
to give what
just for example, what you have to do is
give a sort of a dictionary, it'd say.
Yeah, exactly. So first, just create an empty dictionary. Let's say whatever d is equal to 0 or something like that. Okay.
So it's just like that.
Yeah, and then you can just go through, say, for, like in my case, it will be I in range of 1 to 1942, because we need 1941, right? So 1942.
Yeah.
And just have to say that dict column name is equal to dict column name of I square brackets.
Sorry.
I is equal to, and here you just say d plus str of I, d underscore plus str of I.
Okay.
So you can just execute this and check what dict column name is.
Let it go show everything. Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. Okay. So now what we have to do, if you go to the rename columns, I think there is like, if you just say pivot sales data, sales cal, if you just pick out that one.
Yeah.
And do rename, you can just type, rename. And again, open it and just do, you have to, shift tab, and columns, so if you see columns is equal to none, so just say columns is equal to dict column name.
it should do. Let's just check. Maybe it may not do it. I think, do you have to do in place is equal to true?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but you can see that it is already done.
Yep. Exactly.
Perfect.
Right. So
Okay.
now we have
This
to
is good.
just set those as equal to 0.
So this one we have here, and then the other one is the selling prices. Oops, this not this one. Okay.
Sales price. Actually, it's probably sales. I think it's sales.df.
Sorry, sales.
Oh.
Yeah. So here we change the axis. Here we remove these two, right? We don't need the department and category, perhaps, because it's not matching.
Yeah, it doesn't match. That is true. What I'm thinking is, that we don't need now anymore the index as item ID. So we can actually turn that into a column. So we can say that we can bring back the previous one. If you look, what is the column before? In the next one, sales data. I think that is the
Item
column. Item ID, yeah. So you can just say sales df, item or whatever, not sales df, the previous one, pivot df. Item ID is equal to dot index.
Yeah, okay. Okay, it should have been selling prices. That's why I got confused, because this name is wrongly given, but it's okay. Right. I will just change it. Just a moment, because I don't want to be confused. This is quite, this is selling prices, so it's going to take just a moment. And okay, this is fine. And so in this, we will move, we'll move this into a column, is it?
I think so, yeah, because we can actually, then what happens if we can move that into a column, then we can even add the other two and have exactly the two data frames. Then they're identical data frames. Or we can drop. Either we can drop or we can do whatever.
I see what you mean. Yes. No, but there is a problem, Shiva. That is the arrangement. You can see that it's foods household. So I think it's arranged in foods hobbies household. Here it is hobbies household food.
I think that we can do. We can either sort it or whichever. That's okay.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
We'll have to sort it out. Okay. So what do we do is,
if we don't sort,
in fact,
I guess.
In fact, if you want to add department ID and category ID without doing, it's actually simple, because you just pick it from here. Because the department ID is this, and the category ID is this. There is no real new information that these two bring.
Okay. Actually, you know what? That's a good point you made. If we are going to multiply this, then we have to actually do the reverse. What we have to do is we have to set, in this sales data, we have to set the index to be item ID. Because the indices have to match for us to do a multiplication.
Okay, so let's do that then. This will be set index?
Yep.
Set index. I think you just have to do keys. Yeah, just keys, and it should be item ID, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, keys equal to, I'm guessing, yeah, this will be like this. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do in place is equal to true. Okay, now we'll drop the two, perhaps, these two, department and category ID.
Yeah.
Drop labels, right?
It's actually columns. Columns is equal to those two.
Sorry, it will be columns equal to, okay. Yeah. And it will be a list, I'm guessing. And then category ID. Oh, okay. So, and then we'll do in place equal to true. Okay, let me just check without it. Yeah, you get it. And it'll be exactly the same as the other one. And then in place equal to true. Okay, yeah. So this, we got this. So essentially this now is the same as the other one. Here we have the items sold. Here we have the selling prices. And now we'll probably have to change this, the NaNs to zeros.
Yeah, what I would say, one last thing, what we can do, we can compare in the two of them hobbies 1001 just as a sake of it. So then we can see at least whether we have a one-to-one comparison between them, or rather something that is sensible. Because we have zeros. Yeah.
Just a second. So we'll have to also perhaps do some arrangements here, because these are not arranged in the same way. Because in sales data, it starts with hobbies. In pivot, it starts with foods. So we'll have to do something there.
Yeah, we can do a sort. You can do a sort then. You can do the sort. I mean, it's basically.
So let me just. Yeah, so we will.
I think
now,
you'd have to sort
so
the other ones. Yeah, both according to like whatever. I mean, index.
I think we'll have to sort the sales one, because this one is F. It starts with F. Hobbies and household. It is actually sorted in terms of the item ID.
Okay, then that's okay. The other one we can do.
Yeah, and we'll have to make this zero, right? All this.
Yeah.
So how do you say it's drop NA? Is it?
Oh no, drop NA. Delete the columns. Don't drop delete those rows.
Yeah,
so what we have to do is you have to say fill NA.
Fill NA. Yeah.
And just shift tab. Yeah. So value is equal to, just come down. Just make sure value is 0. If you put value 0, you'll get. What does it say? df is equal to this. No, there'll be usually an explanation about this. These are examples.
Yeah, fill NA is 0, it just fills the
then
that's
what we want.
Yeah. So I'll just check. Yeah, it's got zeros everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do an in place equal to true. Okay. So this one, now we'll have to see how to change the.
You just do. It's basically you have to do sort. If you do sort values, dot sort.
Dot sort?
Yeah. Sort index.
Sort index.
Okay, just do shift and do shift tab. Ascending bool is equal to true. Okay, then that's it. Because that's what you want, ascending, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in
so we'll just have to leave it.
Yeah. Because
I'll just check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts with foods. There, what happens here? Yeah, it starts with foods. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
So I'll just do an in place equal to true, I guess.
Yeah.
Here as well. Okay. It should be fine now.
Yeah.
This and
very nice.
So, and then pivot selling. So we just can now directly multiply this.
So yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that's good. Okay, so so right now what do we do? Now if we multiply and we get something, we get a new, perhaps we get a new table or whatever, right?
You can get a new table. Well, there's actually a couple of ways to go about this. One, we can actually have a multi-layered column if you want. So we can have D1 as the same. One sub-column can be price, the other can be quantity, and the third can be revenue.
Okay.
One. If, however, that will have like a huge number of columns, which is not very nice. At least, because then you're talking about 3 into 1941 columns.
Yeah.
So I think we should just do a multiplication, have a 30 different.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
you can just Google
So,
multiplying data frames. I think there should be something. If it is here, the way
yeah,
we've done
I
it.
mean these are typically NumPy tables. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a multiply function. Yeah, you just do a data frame dot multiply.
Yeah, element by element.
Element wise. Yeah,
Perfect.
should work, I guess. Then we'll just see what we get. Other.
Yeah. Other means you just have to say, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. I can just say the other one.
Okay.
Let's just see. Yeah. So it has given something. Yeah, all of them are zeros, so it's fine. It's good. It looks fine for me. It says 6. Here it's 2. Here is 3. Yeah, perfect. It's done. It's fairly done well. Okay. So, so the question is now, we'll have to be sure. Yeah, it should be fine. So the selling price, if it is not there, it's unlikely that when the selling price is 0, you will have sold anything here, right?
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that we can do as a check actually.
Yeah, yeah. How do we check that? Let's say, so I haven't yet put it in any data frame. Maybe I should, you think?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Yeah, revenue maybe. Revenue, CA1, whatever.
Yeah. So, revenue, yeah. Revenue CA1 equal to. Okay. So, let's just see.
Okay, now how do we do that condition? I was thinking, we have 2 data frames with the same columns and the same indices, and you want to check when there is a 0 in one, there should be a 0 in the other as well.
I mean, in fact, I don't even need to do that. I just need to pick the column and row of, say in pivot, in the pivot selling prices. I just need to I just go and search for all the zeros. Yeah. And then check if the corresponding column and row is 0 in sales as well. So for instance, what I'm going to do is, because that's what we are expecting, because pivot selling, so it should not be the other way around. It's like it can have zeros here when there is non-zero here. But so I'm going to check, for instance, let's say okay, maybe I think we can just do this, right? If you do equal to 0, it will give us some, it's giving us this. So, and I put it in an inp.array, for instance. So it's going to give us an array, right? And then I pick, so I pick only in those places it is true. So can I find, so I think there is something called where, right?
I don't know.
np.where, I think. Yeah, where. And then this will be true, I think, something like that. Yeah. You see this, I think this is indicating something. I'll just check, because I remember I've used it sometime, but I forgot. np.where, what it does is, return elements chosen from X and Y depending upon condition. Because, okay. Okay, I can directly do this. Okay, I'll probably convert this into an np.array and then do an equal to 0. That will be the condition.
Mm-hmm.
And in that case, what does it give me? Yeah, it gives me the same thing. Yeah. So, and then I have to give X and Y. What is that X and Y?
No, it's basically giving you it's giving you coordinates X and Y. So now if you look at that thing again, come down and check.
Yeah.
Oh, where X is equal to 0. Parameters returns
No.
out.
Usually when you give X and Y, it gives you, so if in an NP array, the condition is in different places, so it will choose from that. So what because when we don't give anything, it just returns an n-dimensional array from X where the condition is true and the elements from Y elsewhere. So I think because we are not giving X and Y, what does it do? I will just check. Because we are not giving X and Y, it's not saying what does it do. Okay, so maybe what I can do is I will just say range of so this is 3049, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 1,3050. No, so it will be okay. 3049 0. It's okay. Let's start with 0. So it will be a list of this or np.array of this, and np.array of range of 1941, because it's the.
You can just do an np.arrange, by the way.
I'm sorry?
You can do an np.arrange. That's it.
Okay. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Arrange. So what does it do?
The same thing. It's just exactly the same thing.
Yeah. I'll just check. It's just start stop. Okay. So I will just give 3049. I don't have to do anything.
The only difference here is you can give it floating point numbers and it'll automatically take those if you want.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay. Let's see. What does it do? Both or okay. How is this done? X comma Y. I have given it that way. Maybe I think it has to have the same X and Y should be of the same.
Actually, I've never used this. Values from which to choose.
Yeah, I used it when I had something I forgot now. It's been a while I used it. But what it does is essentially it gives you, for instance, you see this A is 5 and you see A, and then it gives you the. If you give it saying that, I think maybe this is not required, maybe. So for instance, it just gives you, let me just try this. No. Yeah, this is a problem. So usually what happens is it just figures out a way to.
Yeah. Just show me the example again.
Sorry?
The example, yeah. np.arrange 10, np where a is less than 5, a 10, a. And you get, so where a is less than 5, you give a, otherwise you give 10 into a.
Yes. So this is not a good idea to give it this way. Yeah, okay, I see. So what I should do is.
So where, basically what you have to say, where a is equal to true, you return back, what do we return back? We need the coordinates, right? So then you
Yeah.
return back
Yeah.
as a tuple, you return back the, how do you get the x index and the y index of an array, NP?
Yeah, I think this is not a good idea. I think I will just check online. This is not a good idea, no.
Okay.
Because this one is more for more to create new files using the condition. So I will just check pandas data obtain coordinates when a condition is satisfied. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's always written something in Stack Overflow.
You just have to Google and just search now.
It's 7 years back. Yeah, exactly. Rows from a data frame which satisfy a condition. Okay, this is only a row, but I think it should be fine. Okay, this is something else. Okay, I'll have to check what is it really the problem. Okay. So there is something called is in. No, I don't want it. Okay, this is something they're giving. df underscore s pd data frame time range value. I don't know. So you want to create a new data frame.
Basically what it is like this, it's like you want to pick out in the first one where it is equal to 0. Like just if you go back to the previous, if you go back to the notebook, if you just pick out where is the sales one? Give me the sell prices one. Sell prices.
Yeah, this one.
Take that data frame, copy it.
Yeah.
And if you come down and say is equal to 0, that is that data frame is equal to 0. And you will get here a whole lot of true false. So if you just have to then just try it out, you will get a whole lot of false and trues. So now if you pass this to, what do you call it? You see here. So these are there are some where there is a true, right?
Yeah.
Now what we have to see is in the other one, if you look at the other one also, that is sales price is equal if you again do is equal to 0, you will get another bunch of truths.
Yeah.
So now
we just want to compare them, you mean?
Yeah. Now you see here. So now to compare them, you remember there is a XOR, there is an OR, there is an AND. So now what happens in AND is it will give true only when both are true, right? It will give false all other times. Now what we want, what is our check is when one is true and the other is not, right?
No. That is not true.
Or when the first is true. Yeah, when first is true but the other is not. So like when the selling price is true but this one is not. So now what I can think of is we have already, if we say to the other one here, that is this one, sales price. We'll have to think about it. I think we are running out of time. Maybe we should just wind up this session.
I think we'll think about it. It's already 7. I think we should stop right now so that it'll be fine. We should be fine with it. So good point we are stopping. So that's good.
That's better. Yeah.
I'll just add a couple of comments and then add it to the GitHub repo.
Yeah, that'll do. Okay, then I think that's it. We've lost Harish. Well, he probably dropped off, but anyway.
Yeah.
So okay then. I think this is good. Pivot table was.
I'm trying to do some
Will do. See you next week
Okay.
then. Yeah. Okay
Bye.
then. Bye.